Stand up if you are a part-time staff member at the 577 Foundation, or for Mrs. Stranahan if you work for her part-time. There's a couple. There they are. Yeah. This is a special group. They have specific responsibilities at 577. We didn't get to see them every day, nor maybe all day long, but I saw their significant contributions that they made to the task that they accomplished, and I appreciate the passion that they had for the work. Stand up if you were or are a full-time staff member at 577 or for Mrs. Stranahan. This group puts tremendous year-round care and creative thought, long-term planning, and dedication to fulfilling the vision of Did's gift of the 577 Foundation. Thank you for the evolution of the last 20 years. Stand up if you were married, dating, or a friend of someone who worked at the 577 Foundation. Well, thank you. And stand up if you have been forgotten. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
Jim, you stand up for blind here.
Who said that?
Thanks for playing. This is a fun game just to get us interactive. Thank you for the last 20 years. And the one key word that we have tried to stress, not only with our present day staff here, who, by the way, I would like to thank them because they have put together a tremendous 20-year celebration that's going to occur this weekend. I hope you all can make it Saturday from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock and Sunday from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We have 150 volunteers that are going to help us out this weekend, which is phenomenal. If it works, we'll be excited, that's for sure. But the encouragement that we have had over all these years with everybody and what Did would want us to do is have fun. Have you had fun tonight? Yes. I'm done talking because I know in this room there are people that have more things to say than I do. Is there anybody that wants to say something? I knew Clint would raise his hand first.
Well, thank you. One of the forgotten ones. No, number one, I'd like to bring the best wishes of Frances Perry, our president of the board, who was so far out of town she could not get back here for this event tonight. She'll be here this weekend. You know Frances Perry, and I do a little history, and she's the great granddaughter of Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry, who founded this town. Nobody believes me. Not even spelled the same. Anyway, I tend to do a little history stuff, and I go back once in a while, and I was there when this came. And I remember this because you had to know and love Diddy Stranahan. And she pretty much got her way with whatever she did. She invited Mary down to discuss the possibility of managing the 577 Foundation. And when they were finished, Mary said, well, I really don't think I'm interested, but I'll think about it. And Diddy Stranahan said, I didn't ask you if you wanted to manage it. I told you you were going to manage it. You don't really have a vote in this matter. And that's the way it came off. And I remember her, after Mary's first year, and I think she was making, something like 18 grand a year. And Diddy said, Clint, do you think it's too much if I give her a $1,000 raise? I said, Diddy, come on. She's doing a nice job. Let's give her $2,000. Times were different then. But these 18 years of Mary's direction have been hugely successful. I've been on the board, I think, all that time. I just missed the first one. I grew up with the Stranahan boys and girls, and that wonderful house that we now use so successfully. Remember the day after Diddy died, we had to call a locksmith to come and not change the locks on the front door, but to install a lock on the front door. There had never been one because there were too many kids going in and out. But I just want to say, Mary, these 18 years, you have grown so much with the foundation. I mean, we just stole her from the camp store, and she had no management experience, really. No, certainly no executive experience. She has grown over 18 years to manage what I consider a very highly successful operation. We've never had any serious kinks that I know about. I've been on the board a long time. And it's because Mary grows with the foundation. And every year we get bigger and better, and she gets bigger and better. And I want to tell all of you, if any of you are strangers around here, I don't think there's any strangers here, but any town in America would kill to have the 577 Foundation in their presence. Kill for it. It's so special. So anyway, I say here, Mary, thank you so much. You have grown up so well. I watched you through the years, and you have led us to this very successful project that we're so proud of in this town. Thank you very much.
Clint and I got the same call from her email from Frances, and she was panicked. She said, somebody's got to get up and say something because I'm out of town. I'm having this terrible guilt complex about not being there. She says, but I'll get paid off because I have to do the popcorn on Sunday.
Right.
So sorry about that. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, yeah, this is Clint and I and several others are on the board, and it's one of the most wonderful boards to be on because you don't have to raise a nickel. And that to be applauded. And it's just such a great place. People come there and you see their character and their nature transformed, or they just find themselves. It's a spectacular place, and it's because of what Mary's done, but also because of every one of the staff people who are on this group are so wonderful. They make people feel like it's their home, and it is their home. I had a wonderful privilege to bring a group there recently, and Mary has always been so accommodating, and if you have any idea, just like Mrs. Stranahan, if you had any half-baked idea, you could plant it there and it would grow up, and so I had this idea of we had a bunch of bicycle riders that were doing a 400-mile bike ride across Northwest Ohio, and I thought it'd be a great place for them to make their first stop at the 577. And why would I want them to go there? Because I think it's one of the great treasures of all the whole darn country. What a wonderful thing for a person of means to do with their resources is to give a gift like that to the community and to leave an example that others could have. And so we had people from all across Northwest Ohio, and how sweet it was. They loved it, and the staff were fabulous. They took them on this great tour, told them all about the dome and about the gardens, and they were so impressed. I really expect to see some similar kinds of things popping up in other communities across, and what a great legacy that is. So we begin to multiply. But I really want to pay tribute to the staff, to the Vickies and Julies and all those who are involved in making this organization work so well. So let's give them a great big hand of thanks.